So you've decided to build out your own contractor or home service type business website. The next thing you're going to want to do is figure out the keywords. What exactly are keywords? What do you need to put on your website as far as keywords in order to get your business found online for the service you provide in your local market? Well, this video I'm going to go into exactly how I do it for other businesses and other contractors so you get an idea of how to do your keyword search and how to put it into your own website. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Get Busy LLC, where I help home service business owners and contractors understand the internet, SEO, website design, and getting their business found online. And in this video, I want to talk about keywords. Keywords for getting your business when you're building out your website, how to basically look for the keywords that you need to rank for, and how to structure them and set them up in your website to give your best chance to get your business found online. Now, this whole keywords research stuff, I see a lot of YouTube videos. I see a lot of stuff online, and it is unbelievably complicated. And what I'm going to do here is just basically show you guys the basics. I mean, it's for someone who's just starting out their own website and getting things going and trying to get found online. There's a lot more deeper keyword research stuff that you can do for, like, when you have a really long, big established website, if you want to build articles for this topic or an article for that. But I'm just talking about the basics when setting up your first website, when setting up your business website, what you need to do, and what keyword research you need to do to add it into the content of your website to give your website the best chance possible to show up for the service you're providing in your local market. So to get started, it really isn't all that difficult. You just got to think logically and with common sense types of things. So let's say that you are a junk removal business in Paso Robles, California, here where I live. Naturally, your main keyword is going to be junk removal Paso Robles. If you are a roofer in Fresno, California, your main keyword is going to be roofing Fresno, California. So if you're a plumber in St. George, Utah, then naturally your keyword is going to be plumbers in St. George, Utah. But it can get a lot more complicated. You can go and do a deeper dive and find other keywords that you need to place on your content of your website. And for that, I'm going to show you guys some of the tools that I use. I use a paid version, and I use a few free versions of things that you can do yourself online that's going to cost you nothing. The paid version is really not that much either. So the first tool I want to share with you guys is Keywords Everywhere. Let's take a look at the pricing just because I don't remember how much I paid. $6 a month, so $72 for the whole year. If you pay for the year, gives you 400,000 credits. You'll never use those if you're just a local business. You're never going to use that. So that's all you need. Like I said, $72 for the whole year. You get right here. And what happens is they add it to your Google Chrome up here, and adds this feature on here, and then you can start doing some research on some keywords. It'll start telling you volume of certain keywords in a location. So if you type in roofing wherever you live, it's going to show you how many searches are done per month. If you type in, let's say, a concrete contractor in Fresno, California, it's going to tell you how many times people search that up. So just to show you right here, I was recently reached out by a home remodel contractor looking to get a website set up. So I was doing this myself, doing some research. So I typed in home remodeling. They're in the San Ramon area of California. So I just typed in these 4 words just to give me an idea of what people are searching out there online. And it tells you some basic stuff like the volume. It's like 60 searches a month. And like this is all tools. These are just estimates. But you got to think common sense wise, logically. People are going to look for a remodel contractor. They're going to type these types of things into Google. Whether this tool tells you or not, we know that for sure as human beings. We know people sooner or later are going to type it in, but this just gives you some estimates. I don't know how they come up with these figures, but it gives you a rough idea of how many people are searching that particular search. So home remodeling in San Ramon, they do home remodels, they do bathroom, kitchens, ADU units. So right away, the first thing I thought of was, if I'm going to structure their website, I'm going to structure it, their whole overall theme of the entire website should be home remodeling or remodeling contractor in San Ramon. As a matter of fact, I have the website here I'm starting to work on right here. I put experience home remodeling in San Ramon. So there's home remodeling. I put in all starting to write the content, all that good stuff. And it's all centrally themed under the home remodel keyword right there, right? and then you can have all their services and stuff like that. So then I did some search too to see how often people search other things like kitchen remodel San Ramon. It's 90 searches a month, cost per click. This also gives you the tool how much it costs per click on average for that particular search term online. Again, these are just rough estimates, but it's 15 bucks, 16 bucks a click. That's quite a bit right there. And let's see, bathroom remodel. That's another one, another 90 searches a month. So what I'm going to do is build specific pages for each one of these search terms. So hopefully with time, those pages will start to show up here on the search results. Another thing that this Keywords Everywhere does, it gives you a bunch of metrics here, like SEO difficulty. From my understanding, anything 50 and under is doable. Anything 50 and over is going to be tough, which is going to require, say, a more elaborate website, do an actual more SEO, getting backlink campaign going, all that stuff, and just building this whole thing, building up the trust with Google, and hopefully with time getting this your website to rank online. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. It's just going to be more difficult to do. It's going to be more competitive. So here's that search for plumber in St. George, Utah, 720 searches a month, which, like, see how it makes sense, like logically, common sense. There's going to be a hell of a lot more searches for a plumber in St. George, Utah than, for example, a home remodel contractor. Think about how many home remodels does a contractor really do? Just a few a month compared to a plumber's going out there every single day. So naturally, there's going to be a lot more search volume for a plumber in St. George, Utah. I just thought up that city off the top of my head because my sister is thinking about moving over there. But I was taking a look and see what's out here. Keyword difficulty C56. Plumbers are usually more brutally competitive out there when it comes to that type of thing. So now what I did is I changed the search term to St. George plumbers. Now it's 1,000 searches a month. So you can see it's very, very competitive. I know how big that town is. It's a pretty good sized town, but you can see that to do the SEO on that, it's going to be pretty damn difficult to do. But another cool feature about this Keywords Everywhere is it tells you other keywords that people are typing into the search, so you can write some of these down and make sure you include it into your content of your website. Things like, let's see, St. George near me. Let's see, plumbers residential. That's a good one. Let's see, top rated. So you can type, put in top rated St. George plumbers. Let's see what else on here. So you can see people look up Thompson. So there's probably brand names out there in that town. Let's see if there's anything that just pops out. Precision water softener repair, St. George. There you go. You could probably build a page specific for that if you're a plumber in that area. Water softener. You can see these smaller towns around there too. So you can start building out pages for some of these smaller towns. There's probably a town surrounding St. George. Plumbers, Middleton, St. George. Maybe it's a little small area there. Plumbers in the St. George area. You can include that keyword. So like I said, it gives you an idea of what to write. And another thing too is you go into the bottom here, and Google itself is telling you what other people type in to the search bar. So you can write some of these ones that make sense to you and remember to place those into your content. Another tool you can use, and I've used this a bunch of times, 100% for free, ahrefs.com, free SEO tools. Just go to this website. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. And you can do is just go to your top competitor. So let's say you're a plumber in St. George looking to build out your own website and get things going in your area. So what you want to do is go to type in St. George plumbers or St. George plumbers near me, or whatever that might be, and take your top search result right here, this one here, copy this link, and then pop it into here and look at their traffic, keyword, the website traffic. So what this tool is going to tell us is, what are people typing in? How is this website getting traffic, and what's the number of traffic it's getting? It's going to give you a limited amount of information, but it's enough to get you going. But plumbers St. George says 200 volume, plumber St. George 100, St. George plumber, St. George plumber in St. George, Utah. So it tells you all these keywords. So if I were to build a plumber website in St. George, Utah, I would probably use this keyword here, plumber in St. George, Utah, as my headline of my H1 title tag here. I put experienced plumber in St. George, Utah. And I put some blurb in here, and then that's where I structure my website, and I start to create some of the content about plumbing. especially if you're in that business, you know more about it than anybody. Start writing the content for plumbing and plumbing related issues. You could write stuff like, we do water softener repair. Tear out, remove bathtubs, whatever it is that you do, that you naturally do as a business, just write it in there and it's going to naturally flow. It's going to, Google will understand what your website's going to be about. If you're a plumber in St. George, Utah, if you're a concrete contractor in Fresno, California, whatever it might be, if you just do it right, just do it write it for a human being. This is why I always tell that all this SEO stuff gets so damn complicated because people use so many damn tools. They're just trying to game the system. At the end of the day, you're building a website, you're building a page for a human being, right? So if somebody lands on your website, like this one's going to be a home remodeling website. I'm a customer and that lives in San Ramon, California, and I'm scrolling to this website. Let's say the wife and I are thinking about remodeling our bathroom. We thought about remodeling our kitchen, because we just want to upgrade or whatever it might be. And we ran into this website. He's an experienced home remodeling contractor here. I have a lot of these questions in my mind. The wife and I are talking. We have these questions. These guys seem to be the solution to our problem. What's going to happen when we contact them? What's their philosophy? With building and stuff. And it's like, oh, look at that. They do kitchen remodels. They do bathroom remodels. Cool. Renovations, additions, outdoor living. I haven't finished this up yet. Like I said, it's a work in progress. Well, what makes them different? And I'm just writing content as if I'm the remodeling contractor and just talking to the customer what they want to know, the questions that they might have. I'm going to walk them through the whole process of what's going to happen when I reach out to them and things like that. So I don't overcomplicate it. I just write naturally so that the Google's algorithm understands this is a home remodeling contractor in San Ramon, California. So when somebody types that into Google, this page will eventually start to show up on the search results. It'll help push their Google business profile in that area where they're at and just make it nice and simple. Now, naturally, if it's more competitive, as there's like 8 other remodeling contractors, 10, 15 other remodeling contractors in that Bay Area, there's going to be multiple websites. There's going to be multiple pages. There's going to be a lot more stuff I have to do. I'm going to have to build out more pages, location-based businesses pages, maybe create a blog talking about some of the remodeling stuff that this business does, start creating a really strong backlink profile to start building up the trust in the eyes of Google for this website in order to help it push and get it ranked for that specific keyword in that specific location and push that map listing in that location as well. So there you have it. Like the keyword research stuff is really not all that difficult, especially for a contractor or home service business. It's not that overcomplicated, I guess. If you trim trees in Santa Barbara, California, how many pages, how much content could you actually create? I mean, you can create a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, your main keyword is tree company, tree services in Santa Barbara, tree trimming, tree removal, stump removal, shrub removal, landscape, land clearing, maybe things like that. And you just go on to these free tools to get the keywords everywhere, and it's going to show you the volume of search for some of these search terms. I mean, there you have it. Tree services Santa Barbara, 140 searches a month. This town's like 80,000 people. That's tons of searches for that search term right there. That's just for tree services, not tree trimming, tree removal, that kind of thing. And another way you can tell if it's competitive is if people are paying for ads. I mean, these companies right here are, paying for the Google guarantee. Let's see if there's any ads here down at the bottom. It might not be showing right now because some of the ads are, based geographically. So if I'm in Santa Barbara, the ads only show up to people in Santa Barbara. But usually if there's ads, it means it's worth doing the SEO. It's worth doing the keyword research and, really structuring your website with all the keywords needed in order to get that website to show up. But again, if you're going to do a website for like tree services, just do naturally common sense stuff. Just talk about your business, talk about the things that you do. And naturally, all the words that people are typing in are just going to show up on your content anyways. That's just how it is. It's like I said, they're just overcomplicating things and it shouldn't be that way. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys, how I basically do my keyword research. I don't overcomplicate things. I try to make it nice and simple. And at the end of the day, this SEO stuff is just going to get more competitive. And the way to outshine people is going to be eventually by building up a stronger trust with Google, and doing that to outrank your competition. As a matter of fact, I've talked recently about the competition and how I've seen it grow over the years. I created a video right here that talks about that, so you guys could check that out. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. How to do the keyword research, how I do it myself, and how I really make it nice and easy. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.